dive in, this video is for adults only. This video is for educational, documentary, scientific, and artistic purposes. I do not promote or endorse the use or sales of legal or illegal psychoactive substances. Please be safe, follow local laws, and adhere to social media guidelines.
Lighting plays a crucial role in my grow. I use the Mars Hydro FCE 4800, which provides excellent coverage, spectrum, and intensity. In addition to this, I employ supplemental far red and UV lighting. I run far red and IR for 15 minutes at lights on and 15 minutes at lights off to induce stretching. During the flowering stage, I use IR and far red and UV to enhance secondary metabolite and resin production, and starting at 15 minutes and moving up to an hour over the last 3 weeks. When it comes to lighting, PPFD is essential. Autos need 800 plus in flower, while photos need 1,000 plus and can go up to 1,500 with CO2. Consider energy efficiency and cost per unit of light when picking a light. Spectrum matters too. The sun has about 3% UV with a good mix of blue, green, yellow, and red. Plants are sensitive to light changes, so make sure your grow light has a balanced spectrum and intensity to suit their needs. The sun spectrum can be broken down into appropriate percentages by wavelength ranges for UV, blue, green, yellow, red, and far red as follows. Okay, so UV light typically comes in at 3 to 5% of the sun spectrum. UVB and UVA are how it can be broken down. About 3% reaches the Earth's surface, and it can go up to 5%. That varies depending on your location, the time of year, atmospheric conditions, and the altitude, the elevation of where you're at on the planet. UVA, while it does not significantly contribute to photosynthesis, UVA has been shown to increase secondary metabolite production in plants, including terpenes and flavonoids. This can enhance the aroma, the flavor, and overall quality of cannabis and other crops. UVA has a moderate influence on the plant's morphology, helping to limit excess elongation and improve structural robustness. UVB, hence in UVA, UVB triggers a stress response in plants, leading to increased production of protective compounds like flavonoids and certain cannabinoids such as THC. This can lead to higher resin production in cannabis, resulting in more potent buds and increased defense mechanisms against environmental stresses. Blue light. Blue light at 20 to 25% of the sun spectrum helps plants stay short and compact by controlling growth hormones. It also increases the production of terpenes and flavonoids, which are responsible for enhancing the plant's aroma, flavor, and resilience to stress. This makes blue light essential for both structure and quality. Green. So green light, making up about 20 to 30% of the sun's natural spectrum, it penetrates deep into the canopy, reaching lower leaves and boosting overall photosynthesis. While it's not directly as impactful as blue or red to photosynthesis, it does help balance light absorption and improves plant growth in shaded areas, supporting a fuller, healthier plant. It should be noted that at some point, green spectrum lowers THC production. So yellow light. Yellow light at 10 to 15% of the solar spectrum. Yellow is a smaller portion of sunlight, and while it doesn't have a huge direct impact on photosynthesis, it helps with overall energy balance. Yellow light also contributes to how plants respond to light intensity and can assist in optimizing growth alongside other wavelengths. So red light. Red light at approximately 15 to 20% of the solar spectrum. Red is crucial for driving photosynthesis and stimulating flowering in plants. Enhances the production of energy by activating the chlorophyll in plant leaves, which helps them converting sunlight into sugars. In indoor and greenhouse growing, a strong red light component leads to efficient energy absorption and can significantly increase yields. It is especially important during the flowering stage, encouraging larger, denser buds and a more robust harvest. Far red. Far red at 5%, 5 to 10% of the solar spectrum, Although less abundant, far red has unique effects, particularly in influencing plant morphology. It extends the photoperiod by stimulating the shade and extending the perceived daylight hours for plants. Far red promotes stem elongation, which can be desirable for certain crops and certain conditions for growing. Let's say you have a really dense bud and you want to make sure it doesn't get bud rot inside a really humid environment, you can stretch it out with far red. When used with red light, far red can enhance the efficiency of photosynthesis. The synergetic effect between red and far red leads to more robust, well-rounded plant growth. This balance of red and far red light contributes to more controlled plant growth with specific benefits during both vegetative and flowering stages of plant development. These ranges describe the light that reaches Earth's surface, with light variations due to atmospheric conditions, time of day, and altitude. The visible light spectrum, blue to red, makes up a significant portion, while far red and UV present much smaller quantities. For air management, I've got an AC infinity system in place. It handles the tent, exhaust, the humidifier, and fans, all controlled to maintain optimum humidity, temperature, and airflow. Proper circulation is crucial to prevent mold, ensuring strong plant growth and maintaining a healthy environment. I use VPD, that's vapor pressure deficit, to manage the environment. For seedlings, I aim for VPD of 0.8 to 1. For vegetative growth, it's 1 to 1.2. And during the flowering stage, I keep it between 1.2 and 1.5. This helps create optimal conditions for plant growth. Additionally, normal CO2 levels are like 400 to 450. To make a real impact, CO2 levels would have to be 1,000 plus particles per million, with the well-sealed room, CO2 tank, CO2 regulator, and CO2 monitor, all to control CO2 levels. A good exhaust system is vital for controlling temperature and humidity, preventing mold and mildew. Oscillating fans not only improve air circulation, but also help the plants develop stronger stems by simulating natural wind conditions. This helps in building a resilient plant structure.